Russia and Ukraine exchanged prisoners Saturday, but also fired waves of drones at each other overnight, hours before a temporary ceasefire was set to take effect. NASA's Artemis II historic moon crew makes a triumphant return to Earth after a successful splashdown and recovery from the Pacific Ocean. Russia and Ukraine exchanged prisoners on Saturday, just hours before a temporary ceasefire was set to take effect for Orthodox Easter. The warring sides exchanged 175 prisoners of war each in a mediation carried out by the United Arab Emirates, according to officials. The exchange came just after both nations fired waves of drones at each other overnight. According to the Ukrainian Air Force, Russia launched at least 160 drones at Ukraine, killing 4 people in the country's east and south, with the Odessa region being among the hardest hit. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said his country would respond, quote, in kind to any Russian violations of the ceasefire. Meanwhile, authorities in Russia's southern Krasnodar region claimed a wave of Ukrainian drones sparked a fire at an oil depot and damaged apartment buildings. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Thursday declared a 32-hour ceasefire over the Orthodox Easter weekend from 4 p.m. Saturday until the end of Sunday. A similar ceasefire was ordered by Putin last year, but both sides reported multiple violations.
These are the final hours of the election campaign in Hungary. Voters will go to the polls on Sunday to elect their new parliament. The election pits the outgoing Prime Minister Viktor Orbán against Péter Magyar, the opposition's leading figure. Viktor Orbán has been leading the country for 16 years. The wear and tear of power, the deteriorating economic situation, and a series of government scandals coming to light make this election the Prime Minister's greatest electoral challenge. TISA party, founded 2 years ago by Péter Magyar, currently leads in opinion polls ahead of Orbán's Fidesz party.
After blazing new records near the moon, Artemis II's astronauts completed humanity's first lunar voyage in more than half a century with a Pacific splashdown in the early hours of Saturday. The triumphant moonfarers emerged from their bobbing capsule into the sunlight off the coast of San Diego, a dramatic grand finale to a mission that revealed not only swords of the lunar far side never seen before by human eyes. Military helicopters lifted the astronauts one by one from an inflatable raft attached to the capsule, transporting them on board for the brief journey to the Navy's waiting recovery ship. Artemis II didn't land on the moon or even orbit it, but it broke Apollo 13's distance record and marked the farthest that humans have ever journeyed from Earth when the crew reached nearly 407,000 kilometers. With their flight now complete, the 4 astronauts have set NASA up for a moon landing by another crew in just 2 years and a full-blown moon base within the decade.
Stefano Gabbana has resigned as chairman of Dolce & Gabbana just as the brand wrestles with €450 million in debt. He co-founded the Italian luxury house with Domenico Dolce back in 1985, though he will maintain a creative role. Stepping into the chairman's role is Alfonso Dolce, Domenico's brother, who takes the corporate reins as the brand navigates a fresh round of debt refinancing. The company described the departure, which took effect on January the 1st, as a natural process of organizational and governance evolution. This resignation, the statement continues, has no impact on the creative activities carried out for the group by Stefano Gabbana himself. They added that in regard to the debt, they are still in negotiations with banks. Dolce & Gabbana built its name on Dolce's Sicilian roots and a particular genius for form-fitting glamour.